This CNN podcast is brought to you by Sync, the available in-car technology that allows you to voice activate most popular MP3 players, Bluetooth phones, and more. Sync powered by Microsoft, available exclusively on 2008 Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles.
Okay, so here's the start of our podcast right now. I'm doing it in the Headline News studio. Right there, they're doing a live show. Anyway, coming up in this podcast, don't think just because you have a billboard that everyone's going to know who you are. Anything around here look familiar to you? Does anything look familiar to you? You don't recognize anybody? Also coming up, Bob propositions Robin through the viewer emails.
You could wear a sack and still look great.
And don't tell anyone, but this former pageant queen will tell you if she's ever seen a pepper spray gown incident backstage. I used to be Miss Demeanor, which then went on to Misbehavin' and eventually won the title of Misspoken. You know, sitting in my office like this after the show, a lot of times there are stories that it's just so hard to shake. And Baby Grace this week was that story for me that was hard to put away. You know, you think about this little child, her body washed ashore in Galveston, Texas, and what she must have gone through. The truth of the matter, this is how we ended up broadcasting the story that morning. Kimberly Trenner admitted that she and her husband beat the 2-year-old Riley Ann Sawyers, held her underwater, and threw her across the room. The body was hidden in a shed before being dumped. The little girl's father and grandmother in Ohio are horribly shocked and angry. But what you didn't see were a lot more details of what she must have gone through, because I feel like if given a choice, the morning viewers don't need to know all of the grim and stomach-churning details. You know, we need to know the news stories, but, you know, she wasn't given that choice. And I just think about her, and I wonder, why didn't her parents, her mother, just give her back to her grandmother or her biological father? These people are heartbroken now, instead of doing what they did, allegedly. Makes no sense to me. So what are you shopping for this holiday season? I got a little tickled at a lot of our viewers this week. They emailed us talking about their shopping experiences over the weekend. Listen to this email from the air. Megan in Illinois emailed saying she was very close to the action. At Walmart Friday, this lady had an item in her hand and put it down to grab something else off the shelf, and another lady picked it up. They started yelling at each other, and the one lady punched the other in the nose and broke her nose. People are just nuts. You know where I can get a Wii? Because I need to buy a Wii for my young nephews. I don't know what you're shopping for this holiday season, but that's what I'm shopping for. A Wii, a Nintendo Wii. And I went to all the stores over the weekend, and they laughed at me when I asked. I was like, pretend you're the sales guy. Hey, do you have a Nintendo Wii? And they go, yeah.
What are you, 90 years
like
old,
you ass?
Well, you know what it was? It was the big thing last year and 2 years ago. So it's basically you're looking at an Atari 1600 right now.
I guess.
You have a better shot at looking at that dinosaur.
Okay, but I came to work on Monday after doing that all weekend,
Yeah.
and we had the story. Do you remember the story of these old people in a nursing home
That's what they asked you
who
if you
had
were
the
90.
Nintendo Wii?
That's what, like, are you 90 years old? Like,
Exactly.
come on.
And okay, so here's how it looked on the air. One group of seniors in Canada is staying active playing video games. These grandmas and grandpas are bowling, boxing, and golfing using the Nintendo Wii.
So it's pretty good exercise because you get it in with your shoulders and not so much your legs, but we can do that otherwise with line dancing.
Now, watch it again and see if you can't sense a little bit of jealousy in me reading this story. One group of seniors in Canada is staying active playing video games. Hey, could this story about the beauty queen sabotage out of Puerto Rico get any better? Now, coming close here, because back in the day, I was a former Miss Demeanor and then went on to win the title of Misspoken, and which then followed by Misbehavin'. So you can see I have some experience in this realm. Never have I ever witnessed a story where somebody sprayed somebody's gown backstage with pepper spray. That's the story coming out of Puerto Rico. And my favorite part of this story isn't not necessarily what happened in the story, but what happened on the air with Bob, his comments about the Miss Puerto Rico winner who won anyway with welts and hives because she says someone sabotaged her gown. Here's Bob's comments. Somebody doused her evening gown and her makeup with pepper spray. On stage, she was composed, but backstage, they had to get some ice bags for all of the hives that broke out. To top it off, thieves stole her credit cards. She had the last laugh, though. She won.
Robin, if she won with welts and hives, how ugly were the other contestants?
That's all I'm asking.
Jeff wants to know, I would like to know why the weather is almost always related to the East Coast. East Coast! We have weather too, and I would like to see some updates on the storms coming into our area. Otherwise, the show is great, and I like the new format. He's from Colorado.
I'm gonna have to call it BS.
Love me.
Gonna have to call
Pick me, they said.
Gonna have to call it BS on that one there, Jeffrey. And I'll tell you why. We always start wherever the storms are. Colorado, I just talked about it this morning with the snow coming in. East Coast, I don't always start there. Come on, buddy.
Wait,
Look,
can you guys zoom in? Can you zoom in?
I got 45 seconds. I can't name every single state in 45
Do you see
seconds.
the vein? Do you see the vein right there? It's okay. It's okay.
You could just add in any state name. I get the same one every day. Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana. I love them all. Don't get me
good to be
wrong.
honest.
Hey, if you get slammed, I'll talk about it.
What else you got?
I got a good one right here. I really enjoy the show, and I've got a special request. Tactfully tell Robin how very special she looks without the boots. They kind of look Midwestern 1990.
What?
That's what I said. I said, come on,
Wait.
are you kidding me?
Midwestern night. You know they do.
Yeah, you know what? I think they're good. You know what I like?
I am Midwestern 1990.
I'll be honest with you. You wear these black ones that go up to here. Now those are the ones I like.
Wait. What's this? Okay, now you guys are really gonna learn a secret.
Yeah.
What's the thing that you always say when I'm wearing boots and he comes out on the set and when no one's around, he says this when HR isn't around.
Oh yeah, it's keep them on. Keep them on, Robin. Keep them on. That's what I tell my wife. Keep them on.
You're going to hell.
I know.
Going to hell.
I know.
That's it, right?
Yeah, there's one more.
What?
Glenn Beck is right. You could wear a sack and still look great. I'd still watch a Morning Express. This is from Justin in Louisiana.
That
Remember-
changed my opinion about Glenn Beck today.
Yeah, he said you could wear a potato sack and still look just as nice.
So that all you have to do is compliment me and I start to like you.
I want to see you tomorrow with a big Idaho over your chest and big old sack. That'd be great. There you go, Robin.
Hey, are those
Email
potatoes
questions.
real? Okay, so I'm taking you down the escalators at CNN right now because I'm going to go outside and show off a billboard. Oh my gosh, it's my big fat mug up there. And we had some fun with viewers outside. I thought if I'm standing in front of my own billboard, certainly people will recognize it, right? Does anything look familiar to you? No? Nothing? Nothing like anything around here look familiar to you? Hi. You recognize anybody?
Not really.
No? You don't recognize anybody? Does anything look familiar to you? Does anyone look familiar to you? Do I look familiar to you? Anybody? Anything? I'm right there. How could they not recognize me? I'm right there. Yeah, we're just seeing what people thought of the new sign.
I like it. It's beautiful, gorgeous. I can't believe that's you.
Do I look familiar?
Oh yes. Okay, I'm like, okay, what is it? Yeah, my mind is in a whole other world. I'm sorry.
Did I hook you in? We're back inside now. But I got to tell you, that was a big fat tease because I saved the best part of that little billboard ditty for our website. You go to cnn.com/Robin and you click on the rest of that, a full-length package, full-length report, that's what we call them in the biz. And I think you'll enjoy it. Till next time, I enjoyed you. Thanks for being part of the podcast club. Let's call it that. Have a good week and a good weekend, and we'll do it again next week, okay?